Hey guys, it's the 12 of Clubs, and this is a video. A couple people have been messaging me. They want a convincing control because they want to get a card to the top or the bottom of the deck or be in control of that card without the spectators knowing that they're in control. Now, in a few of my videos, I have taught a way to hold the break and then cut down to the card. But I think a couple of people want a little better control. It's a fine control. It's convincing, but laymen can start to catch on. So this is a control I use a lot, and people never catch on. It's very, very convincing. It's the Hindu control using the Hindu shuffle. So I hope you enjoy it. First, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you how to do it. So we have the Ace of Spades here on top. We're going to shuffle it into the center. It's right there. Completely in my control. So, that's what it looks like. First, you're going to need to know how to do the Hindu shuffle. It's very, very easy, and I use it when even if I'm not doing a control. Basically, this is the positioning of your right hand. It's not a biddle or dealer's grip or anything like that. You're going to come over with your right hand, and you're basically going to keep your thumb, your ring, and your middle finger on the outer ends of the deck, like this. Okay? You can also have your pinky, and you don't have to have your ring finger. It can just be like that. I just like to have this kind of grip on it. So again, thumb on the left long side of the deck, and your ring and your middle finger on the right long side of the deck. This is your right hand, and your forefingers basically just resting on top there. So that's the positioning you're going to go in. And what you're doing is you're stripping off cards from the top of the deck. So with your left hand, you're going to use your thumb and middle finger, and you can also use your ring finger, to take off a few cards from the top. Now, it doesn't need to be very many. It could just be, somewhere between 5 and 10. Just going to strip those right off, and then they're going to drop into dealer's grip, which is these 3 fingers over here, forefinger there, and your thumb along this side. So, you're coming over, and you're stripping those off. These are going to go into kind of a dealer's grip, but a lower dealer's grip, not up at the top of your hands. Actually, going to go deep into your fingers, so that your fingers can grab the next pack of cards and drop them on. You're going to continue this until you've gotten to the last cards. Now, it doesn't need to go that slow. You can go faster. You can strip off more cards, right? You could do it in 3, or you could just take a very, very long time. So there's many different ways to do this, but that's the basic what it's going to look like, and it's very easy. There's other applications to it. I might make a video on that. There's a force you can use. There's a lot of different stuff you can use with the Hindu shuffle. I really like the shuffle a lot. But today, just the control. So, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like with the Ace of Spades face up. Okay, so we're going to take the Ace of Spades and cut it into the center. Okay? Now, what am I doing? Basically, before I start the Hindu shuffle, I'm going to get into the Hindu shuffle position, except take off half the cards. So instead of just taking off a few, I'm actually going to take off half, or about half the cards. It can be a little less, or a little more. And then go into the right hand. Now, as I come back on, I'm going to make a huge gap. It doesn't, not huge, but bigger than a normal break. I'm going to keep that break with my right thumb and these 2 fingers that are holding onto the side here. Just like that. Right? I don't know if you can see that. So, the Ace of Spades is right over here. And I'm holding a break just with my right hand. It's okay if it's too big, because what you're going to do is you're going to face the back towards your spectators. You don't want to be shuffling the deck like this so they can see exactly where you're going, that you're holding a break right at the card. So, again, you're here. You're going to cut off about half, just like you would with a normal Hindu shuffle. Put these back on top as if you're just cutting the deck, but then you're going to keep a huge break, pretty big break right there. And now you're going to immediately go into the Hindu shuffle. Now what you're doing this time is, instead of just keep shuffling until you've shuffled off the entire deck, you're going to shuffle until you've gotten to that break, right? There, there. This is an exposed view, obviously. There, there, and there. And I've shuffled until I got to the break. So again, cutting off half, putting the rest on top, holding a break right there with these fingers and the thumb, and shuffling off the cards, right? Shuffling off the cards until I get to that break, and then I place the rest on top. So in fact, you can actually cut off a lot of cards, go, hold the break, and then keep shuffling off just until you reach the ace. Now, what is it going to look like? It's on top, right? I've already done it. It looks very normal. And you can continue to do this, right? I've done it again and again and again. So it's it's not too hard. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you have the actual Hindu shuffle down, this shouldn't be too hard to get down because you're doing the exact same thing, just holding a break and just keep stripping off cards until you get to that card and placing the rest on top like that. So that's the Hindu control. How can you use this? Many, many ways. You have someone select a card. 2 spades in this case, right? Say we're going to shuffle it into the center, right? There it is. It's already on top. The other thing you can do is you can combine it with that other control I was talking about. You can take their card, say, watch, we'll put it in the middle. You can see your card going in. Hold that break there with your pinky. Double undercut until you get to that card. So that's on top. And then say, we'll give it a shuffle. Oops. And then the other thing is that now it's on top. They don't know it's on top, so you can even give it a good riffle shuffle. As long as you're just keeping that card right on top there. So that's the first Hindu control. There's actually 2. The other one's much easier. The other one, you're going to want to control to the bottom of the deck at first. So that's if you're trying to get to the bottom of the deck. This is very easy as well. You're just going to get it back. Or what you can do is you can say stop anywhere right here. Great. Memorize that card, and we'll shuffle it into the center. So now what you're doing is instead, and it's right there, instead of stripping off the whole bottom, or just taking cards off the top, you're actually going to take, your right hand is going to do more of the stripping, and you're going to take out the cards in the middle of the deck. So you're actually leaving that card on the bottom, so when you keep going, nothing's really happening. It's staying right there on the bottom. You can keep doing that, and doing that, and doing that. So, those are the 2 controls today. Very, very convincing. I really use this more than any other control. My audience never suspects anything. So, practice this control. It's very, very nice. Very, you know, I depend on it a lot of the time to get me the card. It might take a little bit of practicing, but that's always okay. A little practice never hurt anybody. So get this down and use it in your next trick. It's really great. So that is the Hindu control using the Hindu shuffle. And I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos like this one, for more tutorials on basic moves or just big advanced tricks or easy tricks, reviews, and more contests, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll have a link in the description. I have a contest going right now. If you're watching this after April 17th, however, I do not have a contest going right now. So, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Learn the Hindu shuffle. It is fantastic. And I will see you next time.